Yo, all right, I'm back. This is gonna be like my second video. Uh, so I'm just getting to some topics that's just like been on my mind and stuff lately. I've been telling individual people this, but I haven't been really divulging fully into it. So it's gonna be voice memos for the time being until I get maybe a camera or get home because I'm getting antsy. Now I want to make videos and all that, but so basically. Uh, like my living situation right now, like I've been blessed enough to have a good job to move out and all that, and it's really blessed, right? And to be honest, right now, there's I feel like there's too many grown men. Like I'm not even talking about, oh, I'm 23, I'm a grown man. I'm talking about like in their 30s, right, late 20s, like living in a situation that I'm living in, renting a room and stuff like that, and they got wives either where they're from back home, or like they're getting their girlfriends over there and stuff like that. Like for me personally, like I wouldn't, like I don't have necessarily the shame in like my situation. That's why I'm sharing it. But it's like I wouldn't be able to sustain a relationship in that type of environment for too long, because I would just feel like I'm not I'm not exhibiting characteristics or material things that would draw a woman in and want her to stay, right? Solely based on material things, right? I know it's not all about that, but that's just how the world works sometimes. You know, this is how we're based out. We're visual creatures, both men and women. We know what's shiny and what's shitty, you know. So we're gonna base out everything off of our vision first until we get our internals right, and that can change the way we look at the world and have those spiritual eyes to see past the certain illusions and stuff like that. And so I'm gonna stay away from the new age kind of vernacular for the most part, like the illusions and stuff like that, like because it just gets really woo woo and people just gotta get turned off from it. So I'm gonna recognize that, and I'm gonna move forward with a certain type of different different vocabulary. So yeah, man, like I live in Canada right now, and I've been living here my entire life. Um, First in I was born in Winnipeg. Uh, Moved to Calgary with my family, my sister, my mom, my dad. Um, then I went to university in Ottawa, which was a great time while it lasted. I met some amazing people, some of my best friends that I would call brothers. You know, not that bro stuff, like brothers, like yeah, you know who you are. So yeah, man, like uh, I really feel a lot of empathy for the immigrants that are coming to this country, that have always come into this country. This North America, this Turtle Island that we're standing on, you know, everybody's an immigrant except for the native people, the native inhabitants, and even them. I don't know how to, like, everybody just migrates everywhere. We're all people of Earth, right? Um, Not to broaden the scope so far, but uh, there are borders and stuff like that, and there are territories. It's biblical. These are the people of this. This is the people of that. You know, so there is distinction to a certain degree. But the people coming through the Bering Strait thousands of years ago, there was maybe other people here, but maybe not, right? Because everything was in Asia and Europe and Africa, right? And it was could have been a sanctuary here in North America for the most part, but then again, there was the people in South America, Central America, Caribbean islands. So there was always people everywhere. So to come in full circle, we're all immigrants, you know, at the end of the day. And as soon as we recognize that, we can stop laying claim on a certain type of nationality, or like, okay, some people, I've had pride in my nationality for a little bit too. Once I was started to, you know, get my testosterone up and like my masculinity up, I was like, this is my country. I'd fight. Would I fight for my country? I would. You know, just like my dad, right? He was in the military for a little bit. I say 18 years. So 18 years, not while I was alive, but before. Um, so yeah, and representing my country, it's like it's where you're from. Like I know you're not. I'm not white and playing hockey, but it's still I was still born here, so that still has some validity in day to day. Who I represent, where I work, where I go to school, all this stuff is Canadian places, and but I see a lot of people traveling nowadays on social media and stuff like that, and I'm just like, wow, like that's crazy. Like how you're going to this place, this place, this place. You come back for 2 weeks, you're like, oh, who wants to go to this place? It's crazy, And I understand people got jobs for a while, working since they were 16 and stuff like that. But me, I was playing sports. I was playing sports and eating 2 dinners every night. I was not clocking in, clocking out. I was practicing my craft. I was stretching for hours after practice. I was super locked in with my dreams and my goals. And a lot of people out there, I'm sure, are dreamers too, or like it's not even a desire. Like there's dreams and there's desires. The desires are like carnal. It's like they eat at you and stuff like that. But dreams it's like aspirations. It's fulfilling destiny. Like that type of stuff doesn't eat away at you the same way I would say desires would, or desire in itself, in the nature of the word. So yeah, like I used to be a dreamer, and I'm getting that back now that God's transforming my mind and my body, my spirit, to actually have that potential energy again. Because if you watch my last video, I talked a little bit about how we as humans, as made how we are, we're in a slingshot. All of us are in a slingshot, and once that slingshot gets snapped, we're flying. We're headed towards the sky. We're headed towards heaven and stuff like that. But don't get it twisted. Heaven is within.